What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do the general sneak peek for the sign of Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn, you guys are first this week on the zodiac lineup. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal. So, take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay, so just a quick note, you guys, if you have not seen it yet, okay, to kind of help you guys with your energy for the month of August, check out the monthly manifestation on my playlist on my channel, okay? Monthly manifestation, August 2020, 2022, okay? um, go ahead and check that out. There's some messages there. It is a collective reading. It is not specific for any sign in particular, okay? But it is to help you with your energy for the month of August, okay? So it's there for you guys on the playlist. Just go and check that out, okay? I usually suggest that everyone watch those readings before the month starts, before the readings actually start, so that way you can kind of get a gist of maybe where your energy is going to be at for the month, or what any particular moon placements for the month are, and also to help you get organized and manifest things that you're trying to achieve, whether they be material or self-improvement. Okay, so check that out. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get into your readings. Okay, so you know how this goes. We're going to pick two from the top, two from the bottom, and I'm going to slide these down just a bit, and then one energetically from the middle. This one is sticking out, so we're going to take this one. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see those. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so we have the Hanged Man, which while I was pre-shuffling for you guys was sticking out to me while I was shuffling, so that came out. We have the Five of Cups. Okay, the Ten of Cups right in the middle of your reading. Okay, the Lovers, and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, feels like y'all are in Lover's Land again. Okay, Capricorns, nothing wrong with that. Okay, again, if that is your main goal with the Ten of Cups being here in the middle of your read, I feel as though it is okay, that wish fulfillment of family, as you see with this Ten of Cups here. Okay, it's a family here, wish fulfillment of, you know, full of happiness and joy. Okay, making that connection with someone that is possibly your ultimate goal right now. Okay, Capricorns. So monthly manifestations is what's going to help you with that. Okay, I've suggested to you guys before to start giving yourself some self-love and self-care, some self-care first, before you step into or try to push a relationship. Okay, but let's start from the beginning of your read. I normally don't start in the middle, but since this is in the middle of your spread, the only reason why we kind of are focusing on it, you know, first is because it's in the middle. And usually the middle card is what I pay the most attention to, because it kind of gives me a just theme of what your spread is going to be in reference to. Okay, so we have the Hanged Man to start, and the Hanged Man is talking about looking at things from a different perspective. Okay, as you can see with this Hanged Man here in the regular Rider's Waite, his crown chakra is illuminated here. Okay, So I feel as though at this point in time, you guys are having some kind of enlightenment, maybe kind of looking over your relationships in the past, in a sense of, where things may have went wrong, okay? As you have this Five of Cups following, with is usually talking about some form of disappointment. You have the Three Cups in front of him, down, and then two in the back still up, okay? And so while you may feel some disappointment in some of the choices that you've made in your love life, maybe in the past, um, look at the two cups that are still standing, in a sense of, if you think of the present, you're at least admitting or taking accountability of what happened presently in the past, okay? Such as maybe you saw red flags and you let it go, okay? Maybe the person was in some shape, form, or fashion not really up to your speed, okay? Wasn't really your type, but you know, bypassed it and thought you could, make light of it because you were focused on this 10 of cups, okay? Wanting that great relationship, okay? But instead you got disappointed, okay? And because in some shape, form, or fashion, when we get here, we're going to bypass this because we've already touched base on this, but we're going to go to this Lovers, okay? Because there could have been, some people in your energy, okay, or people you've experienced, okay. You have your own list of what you want in a person, okay, and you were focusing on this so much, okay, possibly with a particular person, that you kind of got disappointed that things didn't work out the way that you wanted them to, because maybe you were pushing it too hard, okay? Because you were so focused on getting this 10 of Cups, okay? It takes time to get to this 10 of Cups, okay? Talking about longevity in the sense of building up to a 10 of Cups, starting off as friends that have mutual interests, friends that have mutual interests that really care for each other, friends that turn from mutual interests that really like each other to two people that can see themselves with each other, okay? If you find yourself in this type of situation with a friend that becomes a little bit more intimate, you have this Knight of Pentacles here in the sense of you wanting some type of offer from someone, okay? Because of the fact of the longevity of knowing them for so long, okay? And so possibly you looked to this person because of the fact that familiarity, okay? That's usually most of the time the reason why we end up dealing with someone that's, familiar, that knows us so well, okay? But just because someone knows you so well does not mean every time that it can be a relationship, okay? It could just be a very platonic, mutual kind of relationship between you and another person where it does not turn romantic, it's primarily platonic, okay? But you're looking for, this person to maybe advance towards you. For some of you Capricorns, there's someone in your energy that you are wanting to kind of come to you, okay? Or it could be you Capricorns that are trying to make an offer to someone, okay? Again, being disappointed by lovers past, okay? Being disappointed by them and saying, you know what, I've kept overlooking a particular person maybe for something so minute when I should have, decided to pay them more attention, okay? So that could be the situation for some of you, all right? So let's get into these clarifiers as we're hitting on 10 minutes into your reading. we're doing the same thing. One from the top for the Hangman, second from the top for the Five of Cups, one from the bottom for the Ten of Cups, second from the bottom for the Lovers, and then one energetically from the middle, which I feel like going here with it, with the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. All right, so we've already went over this main spread. We're now going into the second spread here. Okay, this is your clarifiers. This gives us a little bit more information if you're new to tarot. Okay, just what's happened in the main spread may not resonate with you, but what comes out in the clarifiers might. Okay, but again, as I always say at the beginning, take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay, you may also hear me say get in where you fit in. Okay, so just to clarify. All right, so the Hanged Man is being clarified by the Seven of Wands. Okay, Seven of Wands with the Hanged Man. I feel as though with this Hanged Man being here for you Capricorns, this isn't so much people coming after you, it's you going after you. Okay, you're finally taking the time to kind of look at yourself and put yourself on blast without anybody else doing it. Okay, because like I said, with this Hanged Man, you're going into introspection in the sense of, again, looking at what went wrong. Okay, you could have, for some of you, there could be friends or family, that kind of have watched you over the years as far as those, types that you've dated, things of that nature. Okay, and they don't agree with, your dating habits, if you will, or your choices in significant others. Okay, and so it could have been some form of an intervention in a sense for some of you. Okay, where people are now being a little bit more upfront and honest with you. Okay, in regards to your likability. All right, I am getting this feeling that's, some of you may have reached out to an ex or friends and asked them honestly their opinion of your personality or your dating style. If it's an ex, you may have asked, what didn't make us work or whatever the case may be. Okay, so that way you can kind of understand things from someone else's from their point of view. Okay, that's not for everybody, that's for a small few. Okay, let's get into this Five of Cups. Five of Cups, we have the Prince of Wands. Okay, Five of Cups, Prince of Wands. Again, the disappointment with someone in the past. Prince of Wands is, usually that's fire energy. You're talking about, somebody with, kind of player ways, kind of immature type vibe. Okay, could have been a situation where it was primarily physical, nothing very intimate about the situation as far as emotions go. Okay, so you were not very fulfilled in this relationship. Like I said, you're taking the time to really look at who and how you've been choosing a partner. Okay, this Knight of Pentacles, like I said, could be someone who's a little bit more forthright, someone that's a little bit more worthy, someone that actually will pursue you or you pursue them. Okay, so you're looking possibly for something or someone with a little bit more maturity under their belt. Okay, when it comes to a relationship, which is good. Okay, so you have the Nine of Wands with the Ten of Cups. Okay, this is very significant. Again, the Ten of Cups being in the middle of your read and this Nine of Wands coming out. For the majority of you, this is two-way fold. Okay, two-way fold in the sense of right now you don't have time for this to be your main goal. There is something else that needs to be addressed. Okay, What needs to be addressed for some of you is possibly healing from this past disappointment. Okay, again, go and watch the monthly manifestation for August. Okay, there's a reason why I'm asking you guys to do this. Okay, because for first quarter moon, and this is just a little small snippet, okay, did you remove or address your burdens on the 28th of July's new moon? Okay, any burdens, traumas, toxic energy, this needs to go before you can even look or attempt to do this. Okay, because you're going to end up taking that toxic karmic energy into a new relationship, and it will end up burdening the relationship because someone is going to have to be responsible for helping you heal, and that is unfair to that person, and it's unfair to you as well. Okay, so that's the one fold. The second fold in this is that for others of you, if there's someone that is coming to you, you are being mature enough and know well enough that you do have other things that you need to focus on. You're fine with being friends with someone, but as far as really attempting to do this 10 of Cups, it's not a good time for it right now because there's something else that you need to pay attention to. Okay, there's something else that has your focus. Okay, or should have your focus, like I said, for the other fold. Okay, so that being said, let's move on to this Lovers. Lovers is here being clarified by judgment. Okay, by judgment. It's time for you to make that decision. Okay, as far as what type of relationship you want to have with someone, or who are you going to be in your next relationship. Okay, who you're going to be is related to your attributes. Okay, in the sense of, will you still be like you were in the past? Okay, are you going to be very controlling or demanding? Okay, what are you going to bring to the table? Okay, this also could be some of you doing this with this person, okay, because of this past disappointment. Okay, which is fair. Okay, if you want to see whether or not if someone is willing to put in just as much effort into a relationship as you are, that is a fair question. Okay, almost like an interview process when it comes to relationships. Okay, you're either going to ask this person this up front, or you are going to be very judgmental in this relationship. You know why? Because of this trauma that you've experienced. You've got to heal from this trauma in the sense of not taking that in which happened in the past and putting it on this new relationship, like I just said. Okay, if the past person cheated on you and it was primarily sexual, and you're automatically going into this new relationship thinking that it's the same thing because of certain signs or something triggering you, okay, you're automatically going to say to this person, you're just like my last one. Okay, you're just like my last girlfriend, you're just like my last boyfriend. They're going to ask how so. Okay, and that's being accusatory. Okay, being accusatory will then make that person do what you think they're doing. Okay, if you keep repeating it, if you keep saying it, they're like, well, maybe I should go and start dating other people instead of trying to be exclusive with this person, because they automatically assume that I'm cheating. So to keep them from thinking that I'm cheating, I'm just going to let them know, well, maybe we shouldn't be exclusive and we should, date other people, until we figure out what it is that we want. And then you're upset because this person has decided to go and date other people. You've pushed them to do that. Okay, you have to realize what your actions cause. They cause a ripple effect, and we talked about this during the last week of readings, before I took a break. Okay, I can't remember which sign it was in, but nonetheless, you have to avoid doing this by healing, okay, from that past before you can get into or even consider a relationship, okay? Because this new relationship will have a very rocky start, okay? Let's get into this Knight of Pentacles. And we have the Ace of Hearts, okay? Ace of Hearts clarifying the Knight of Pentacles. This is the Ace of Cups in this clarifying deck here, okay? Like I said, with some of you, this Knight of Pentacles that comes through with this offer is very much, there's a lot of love there, Capricorns, okay? For some of you, you're ready for it. For others of you, you're just ready to kind of take it to the next step, okay? Which is maybe dating a little bit more. Maybe it starts off with, like I said, being friends, and it evolved into something more, but slowly, okay? Because this is a Knight of Pentacles. He only has one offer here, okay? It's very small, it's very light, okay? It's talking about light communication. It's talking about, oh, maybe I'll bring you some ice cream, okay? Or let's go out for ice cream. Or let's, take a nice walk in the park, or something like that, okay? Light communication. Maybe you talk on your lunch break together, things like that, okay? Sharing funny pictures, or whatever the case may be, okay? Very light. It's likable, okay? They're a likable person. They're very personable. You feel comfortable with them, okay? This is not a King of Pentacles energy. This is a Knight of Pentacles energy. This is feeling you out. And like I said, there could be some history there somewhere, okay, where you've maybe been friends for a little while. And like I said, for some of you, it's someone that you've kind of connected with over the years, and maybe you've overlooked them, or maybe they overlooked you, and now they're trying to give you a chance, okay? But don't blow it in the sense of reverting back to your old ways or being judgmental, okay? So we're going to get into your oracle cards to wrap you guys up, okay? And we're going to refer to the bottom of the deck, and then we'll go into the book for your message. All right. One more shuffle here before we cut for Capricorn. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, Capricorns, for you, we have expansion north, okay? Number one, okay? Following your intuition, okay? Expanding yourself. The full sturgeon moon is on August 11th, and that is the time for an awakening. There's going to be a massive ascension on the 11th, okay? Again, you watch the monthly manifestation, you will understand why I say that. I'm not going to go deep into it into your reading, okay? So, this is air energy, okay? Air energy. I'm going to hold this up here. And it says north expansion, be guided, but do your research. Focus and honesty is needed to overcome obstacles, okay? You know your true north. So be brave about the next steps. We may have a number of purposes in life, not just a single one. It is time for true adventure. Boreas, which is Greek for god of the north wind, okay? Again, we may have a number of purposes in life, not just a single one. Again, there's nothing wrong with wanting to be in a relationship, but that should not be your one true purpose, okay? That is what this message is referring to. Do not lose yourself in trying to get to this relationship, this perfect relationship, okay? This wish fulfillment. Not saying it's not possible, okay? Not saying it's not possible, not saying you shouldn't focus on it. This Nine of Wands is here saying it's not time for this right now, okay? You have to go slowly, okay? Remember, be guided, but do your research. Focus and honesty is needed to overcome obstacles. This disappointment, okay? This is very calculated when we're talking about a relationship, okay, Capricorns? So don't rush into things, because again, you need to heal from that past, okay? This person may be able to help you heal in a sense of showing you that not all people are bad. This person is possibly going to show you that you still can have faith in humanity, okay? That's what this is all about. Kind of enjoy that ride as you're healing, okay? You have to do the majority of the work. This person is just here for moral support, okay? And if something becomes of this with the expansion being here, then so be it. That's great. It's amazing. But don't get too high hopeful, okay? Don't give yourself too much of a high expectation or put too much high expectation on this person because you want this 10 of cups, okay? Take your time, all right? So, Capricorns, that's all I have for you guys today. You guys are a little bit extended with your general read, your general sneak peek, but there are some things that needed to be said for you guys. So, until your next reading, peace.